and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing my best beauty products of 2013. Now, as you guys may or may not know, I usually do monthly favourites videos, however I don't do them in December, partly because I want to save all my kind of favourites from the whole year for this video, but also because I don't tend to try out that many new things in December because I'm usually really busy and like buying presents for other people and stuff. So in this video I'm going to be telling you all about my most favourite beauty products from the year of 2013. Some of them may be new, some of them are just new to me. So I'm going to start off with base makeup. So for primer and foundation, there's one primer this year. I don't know whether I've really spoken about it that much, but I just have been reaching for it over and over again, and it is the Illamasqua satin primer. Now this is pretty expensive, and I think last year I used the Revlon one for most of the year and really liked it, and I also like the Clarins Beauty Flash Balm, but this year this has been the only kind of new one that I've discovered that I really love. And on a side note as well, most of the beauty products from my 2012 favourites are still favourites, and I still use them on like a daily, weekly basis, so I'll link that video from last year in the info box below if you guys want to check that out as well, because it's kind of like a cumulative journey learning about beauty products. If that even makes sense. Like, you discover new things, but you still love the old things at the same time. Anyway, for foundation, I've also been loving the Illamasqua Skin Base. Now, this isn't new this year, but it's new to me, and it is really lovely. Probably better if you have kind of normal to dry skin. On oily skin, I think this may be a little much. I, however, really like this. It's quite high coverage, and it's just got a really beautiful natural finish in my opinion. It is a little dewier than some might like. It's definitely not matte, but I'm not a big fan of matte foundation anyway. It's just kind of personal preference. And then my other foundation that I've loved, I've done an individual video on this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, it's the YSL Youth Liberator, and this was released this year. I really like this. However, when I did my full review and application video, which I will link in the info bar below, along with any other like reviews or videos I've done specifically on these products, if you want to find out more, then check out the info bar. For concealer, there have been two concealers I really like. The first one is a fairly recent discovery actually, and it's from Soap & Glory, which is one of my favourite brands anyway. It's the Trick and Treatment concealer. Now this concealer is just for under your eyes. It's really brightening, almost to the point of being a highlighter, so you definitely don't want to be using this on spots because it really does kind of draw attention to them, but it's great for under the eyes, even along the bridge of the nose, anywhere you want to highlight. I tend to bring it down under the eyes and then slightly onto the top of my cheekbones as well. Really like that. And then another concealer that I've been loving, and generally a brand favourite this year, has been Ellis Farce. Again, not a new brand. There's a dog hair stuck to that. Nice. Not a new brand, but a new brand to me. I hadn't tried anything until this year. I love the packaging, and the concealer especially is a really lovely formula. I find this concealer is really good for under the eyes and blemishes. It's a kind of really good all-round concealer rather than just a one-use, like either highlighting or concealing. Yeah, I really like this a lot, even though it is fairly pricey at £22, and in general I don't spend a lot of money on my concealers. I do like drugstore concealers more than high-end concealers as a rule of thumb, but this one is an exception. I really like it. Moving on to blushes, Benefit's Rocketeer, the rose gold blush that came out this year. Absolutely love this, and I think it's one of the best Benefit launches we've seen in a while. Really beautiful, flattering colour, and yes, really like it. Don't like the packaging. And on the flip side, the packaging of this I absolutely love. This is a Japanesque, I think it's called the Velvet Touch Blush, and this is number 3. Again, a brand favourite for this year. I think the Japanesque makeup is really impressive. It's also a good price point. This is £18, I believe, which for a high-end blush is pretty competitive. Like the Benefit one I think is £23.50, so it is pretty good, and considering the packaging is beautiful, the product is beautiful, I really like this a lot. This colour is very similar to NARS Orgasm. It's a peachy pink with gold kind of shimmer in it. Absolutely love this, and I definitely want to be trying more Japanesque makeup in 2014. For bronzer this year, there's just been one that's kind of stuck around, and that is Soap & Glory's Solar Powder. My one is really dirty and well loved right now. It's basically a split colour bronzer. One side is darker and matte, and the other side is lighter and shimmery. Really lovely. I find that this is just a great all over kind of bog standard bronzer. It does the job. It's a really nice colour. It's not muddy, it's not orange, and it just really adds a nice glow to your skin, and it's not pricey either at £11. And then for highlighters as well, the one I've been reaching for the most this year is the Soap & Glory Glow All Out powder. Now this is actually, it's getting washed out a bit by my lighting, but it is quite a pink powder. But it has a very, very limited amount of shimmer to it. It's a very, very subtle highlighter. You can use it all over your face if you want. It's not that kind of glitterball shimmer that you have to be really careful of and, you know, apply very, very carefully into select areas. You can be a little bit more gung-ho with this, and I really, really like it. I think it's great. Soap & Glory, again, another brand favourite for this year. For eyeshadow, there's really only one palette that I'm going to talk about, and it is on the pricier side. I've talked about this quite a lot before, so I'm not going to dwell on it. It's the Marc Jacobs Icon palette in number 7, the Lolita. It's the neutral one, fantastic quality eyeshadows, absolutely love this palette. I've used it a lot. It is pricey, it was $60, so it's around the kind of £40 mark. They don't sell them in the UK yet, so I'll be interested to see if they come over to the UK in 2014, but I've been loving that. For eyeliner, again, there's only really one eyeliner that I've added to my favourites of the whole year, and it is from Smashbox. It's the Always Sharp Waterproof Kohl Eyeliner. It's a twist up eyeliner that sharpens itself, so it really is fuss free. If you hate sharpening your eyeliners, this one is probably for you, but it's also brilliant in terms of staying on the waterline. That's why I love the nude one. I definitely want to be trying the black one because the formula of these are really nice. In terms of other eyeliners, I've really just stuck to my favourite Rimmel Scandaleyes as well. I love that, but again, that was in my 2012 favourites. It really is that good and cheap too. It's like $3.99. And then for mascaras, 2 have really stood out this year. The first one is the MAC Extended Play. This is the limited edition Rihanna version, but they do have it in the normal line. If you want a mascara that's going to stay on all day, but you do not want to be faffing with waterproof mascaras. I hate waterproof mascaras, they drive me crazy. So this one is kind of an in-between waterproof and non-waterproof, and it makes your lashes look super duper long, so I've been loving that. And then my other one I've spoken about a lot again this year is the Hypno Star from Lancome. I love the packaging of this. It is super volumizing, really, really lengthening, just an amazing mascara. It really is. I love this one a lot. I had never really gotten the hype around Lancome mascaras before this. I liked the Hypnose Doll Eye one, but I didn't really see why Lancome were kind of known for their mascaras above any other brand, but this one is really one of my favourites. I love it. Moving on to lip products, and for lip products I do tend to go a little bit skewed towards the drugstore end rather than the high end. For face makeup I tend to go for high-end products more so, but lip products I just think there are some amazing drugstore ones on the market. For lip balm, this is an oldie but a goodie. It's not a new product at all. It's the Body Shop Lip Butters. This is the Shea one, which I absolutely love. I've had really dry lips for the last couple of months, and this really has been like the only thing that helps, and they smell so good and they're just really nourishing, like instant hydration. I really, really like them a lot, and they're only £4. And then my second lip balm choice are the new Colour Rush lip balms from Rimmel. I think Rimmel really, really were on fire in 2012, and they did release a few good new things this year, but not as many as they did last year. So these are my one thing from Rimmel in this video, but I do really like them. They're very, very similar to the Soap & Glory gloss sticks, which I love, but they have more colours, and they tend to be a little bit more pigmented as well. The gloss sticks tend to be a little bit more of a balm, but they have that really nice vanilla scent, and the colour stays for a long time as well. For lip gloss, there's only one lip gloss that I think has really, really stood out above everybody else this year, and it is the NYX Butter Gloss. This is a fairly new discovery for me, actually. I bought them when I was in the States in the last few weeks. These are amazing. They taste delicious, like pudding, and the colour selection isn't amazing. It tends to be quite nudey, like nude pink, and it does tend to go for like the bluer tones of nude pink, so if you're not into that, then it can be hard to find a colour for you, but they do have like a bright red and stuff like that as well. But these are just lovely. The formula's beautiful. They like melt into your lips. They just look really smooth and nice. I just really can't say enough good things about these. They don't have them in the UK yet. That's the one bad thing I can say. And then for lipstick, for some reason I feel like when the whole YouTube beauty thing started, MAC was like the brand on YouTube. Everybody loved MAC, everybody talked about MAC all the time, and I feel like that's really changed. But this year I felt like I've fallen back in love with MAC lipsticks, and 3 colours in particular, which are Cream Cup, which again was one of those kind of cult colours back in the day when YouTube first started. It's a nudie pink, really, really lovely. Jubilee, which is more of a brown nude, which is a good one for my skin tone. And then Fanfare, which again, I think these are all cream sheen. Oh no, Jubilee's a luster, but the cream sheen finishes are my favourites, and Fanfare is like a really nice kind of, I don't really know, like a rosy nude, like a dark nude colour. Very, very nice. I love all of those a lot. And then the last one is actually a new discovery thanks to Kalel, who gave me this for Christmas. And this is the Chanel, I think it's called Double Intensity. This is the colour Light Rose, and it's basically a liquid cream lipstick in one end and a gloss in the other end. I kid you not, these stay on all day long. The only other product I've had that's lasted similarly to this is the YSL Glossy Stains and the L'Oreal cheaper version of the same ones. These are amazing, like really, really amazing. And I hope they bring them out in the UK soon. I don't know why, but I can't seem to find them online, and I've never seen them in the UK. They might sell them. But yeah, these are really, really good. So if you haven't tried these before, I definitely recommend those. So that is it for all of the makeup. Moving on to skincare and bits and bobs like that. The first thing, I cannot go without mentioning this because it has been so amazing. It's not a new product at all, but I have discovered it this year thanks to my friend Tati. It's the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. Best brush cleaner ever, ever, ever in the world. Cleans your brushes super quickly. It makes them smell of vanilla. And in general, it's just way better than the MAC brush cleaner, and it's cheaper too if you can get your hands on it. It's quite hard to get hold of, but it's so much better. I don't know. I'm never going to be buying MAC brush cleaner again because this stuff is just amazing. Moving on to nails. Another brand discovery is the Sephora Formula X for Sephora. Polishes. I've actually only got one colour, but I swatched a whole lot of them when I was in the States, and they are amazing. The formulation is really, really lovely. They just have so many colours as well. For me, sometimes that's a good thing, but for me I found it a little bit daunting to choose because I was kind of in a hurry when I was in there. So I only came away with this one, which is Love Chemistry, but it is the most unique colour ever. It's like a foil gold with kind of like pinky, baby pink glitter flecks in it. Absolutely beautiful. Love it a lot. And then there's two other colours that have been my favourites this year. Essie's Bahama Mama. I loved this last year as well, but I just think it's a great autumn winter colour. I've been loving that. And then my Sally Hansen Gold Roses, the perfect rose gold colour, which it's hard to find, and apparently this actual formula as well is really hard to find, but thanks to Ingrid for introducing me to that. It is wonderful. Moving on to skincare. I finally caved and became an avid user of the Emma Hardy Moringa cleansing balm. This stuff is amazing. I don't tend to swap out my skincare a lot. I moved from another cleansing balm to this one, and to be honest, I've tried a lot of the cleansing balms on the market, and this one is by far the best just in terms of the formulation. I'm thinking of doing a blog post actually comparing all of the ones I've tried, so if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments and I will get working on that, because I've tried out like 7 or 8 probably different cleansing balms. Anyway, this one is amazing, loving that. Another one, this is like my naughty treat for myself, the Ulla Henriksen face wipes. This is empty, I'm finished for the moment. I only really use these when I travel, but they really are the best face wipes I've ever used. They're super ridiculously expensive. They're £15 in the UK, $15 in the States, so that makes them just under £10. So I never buy them in England, I always wait till I go to the States to buy them. But they are kind of like a travelling treat for me, so I tend to buy them when I'm away and use them when I'm away and kind of save them. I don't use them every day. And another expensive treat for the face. I don't mind spending a lot of money on skincare because I think if you have good skin, you don't need so much makeup, you don't spend so much money on the makeup. Anyway, and it's also really good to look after your skin for the long term as well. Glam Glow face mask has been a discovery this year. Again, not a new product, but an amazing cult one. This stuff is seriously, seriously good. It just makes your skin glow and it pulls out all the disgusting clogginess out of your pores and stuff. In general, I've just really been loving clay masks for the last probably 18 months, and this one's the best one I've tried. Moving on to hair products. The weirdest hair product of the year, but the best, goes to Macadamia Flawless, which is a cleansing conditioner. It's oil-based, it's kind of like a mousse, and you like massage it in, but really is lovely. And if you have dry or colour treated hair and you want to really look after it and not strip it too much, I find this is really great. And then the only other hair products I've got to include this year is the L'Oreal Ever Pure. Now actually I prefer the Ever Riche version of this. However, I don't know if there's distribution issues in the UK or something, but I haven't been able to find it. I've been into like 5 different Boots and Superdrugs and stuff and just haven't been able to find it. They have all the other line and they have this, but they don't have the Ever Riche version of this. It's the gold one. They're pretty similar. I think the Ever Riche one is a little bit more nourishing for your hair. This is for the coloured or dry hair, and I can't remember what the Ever Riche one is for, probably like damaged or something like that. But yeah, this is just a really good, affordable hair mask. I think it's £6.99 in the UK, but they're usually on offer, so I think at the moment it's like £4.99 or something like that. But really good and comparable to masks that are like a lot more expensive. For body, there's one product that I have discovered this year and that I'm in love with. It's the Rituals Honey Touch. This stuff smells so amazing, and the consistency is like no other body cream. It's just like really light yet super nourishing and like rich. Oh, it's just so nice. It smells gorgeous, and I think it's 30% off at the moment. And then for hand cream, my tan Jasmine Blossom hand cream. I don't think you can buy this in the UK. They do have it in Canada. Since I've mentioned tan products, I've got quite a lot of people saying to me like, you can buy that in Canada, they do ship to the US, things like that, but I'm pretty sure you can't get them in the UK. Either way, this hand cream is amazing. Totally non-sticky, it smells gorgeous. If you like jasmine, you would love this, and it's just like, oh, it leaves your hands so soft. Absolutely love it. And then last but not least, on the beauty front, I've got 2 perfumes. The first one is my Taylor by Taylor Swift. This is the newest perfume from Taylor Swift. She released it this year. I really like this, like more than the other ones. I don't like the bottle, but the perfume itself is just really nice. It smells kind of creamy, like it's still quite sweet and it's still fruity, but there's just more of a sophisticated side to it, and something about it just smells very smooth and creamy. I really like it. I think you can buy the rollable starting from like £12, and then the 30ml is like £20. So for a perfume, it's probably one of the most affordable ones out there. So moving from one of the cheapest to the most expensive, this is La Prairie's Midnight Rain, which has been a really special perfume for me this year because I actually wore it all through my honeymoon and all through the summer, and it was a really special time, and now the smell really reminds me of that, and I think I will keep one of these forever in my collection and just have it as not wearing it every day, but just like reminding me of that amazing summer in my life when I got married. So absolutely love this. It's a very strong, sweet, rich scent. And the bottle is quite amazing as well. It's like a raindrop, but it's covered in holographic glitter. So that's it on the beauty front. I'm going to include a couple of fashion and accessory favourites as well. My Zara leggings have been my #1 fashion favourite this year. Such a good discovery, an amazing basic. They're basically like the Jodhpur ones, which have the zips on here and they have the Jodhpur panels on the side. These are just really lovely and super flattering because they have the wide waistband, so if you like to kind of like suck everything in, that's what they're good for. And the panels in the side as well help to kind of make your legs look a little bit thinner. It's like an optical illusion because the cutouts are there. And then for jewellery, again from Zara, this necklace, you guys will have seen it if you watch my videos because I wear it all the time. I absolutely love this. You can still get this. And then another jewellery favourite is actually one that I discovered only a few weeks ago when I was in LA. And it is an independent jewellery designer called Lily Clasp, and I bought 2 items from her and I absolutely love them. The first one is this ring. It's like this chunky ring with, what are they called, like barrel cut stones on them, like that. And then I also bought this triangle necklace, which she actually adjusted. We went to her boutique in Newport Beach and she actually adjusted this for me. I absolutely love this, and I think she's an awesome jewellery designer, and yeah, I'm pretty sure she has a website, so I'll link that in the info bar below. And that is it for my 2013 favourites. I feel like that was a little bit rushed, but I had a lot of stuff to squeeze in there. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys have been loving this year, what has been your most favourite thing, because I'm always looking for new recommendations and I love getting them from you guys as well, because I don't know, I just feel like it's like friends recommending products. I love that whole thing. Anyway, that is it for this video. I will see you very soon, and I will be back on my normal Friday, Monday schedule at the end of this week, hopefully, and then I will be back on track and ready for 2014. I hope you guys have an amazing new year, or had an amazing new year, because this is probably going to go up on New Year's Day. And yeah, here's to 2014. It's going to be awesome. Bye guys! Hey guys! So this video is going to be my Christmas goodies 2013. I know a lot of people call these what I got for Christmas, but I just prefer Christmas goodies. I've actually done these